Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Tiny Bookshop. It's time for another cozy Sunday. We have 72 books to stack into this shelf and we are going to head off to the castle ruins today. It says it's locked. Oh, it's just because I've not put any books in. Great, we have an increased chance to sell crime and fantasy here because of our decorations, and we have also saved that as a preset. So I'm going to stack up as many fantasy and crime books as I possibly can. 20 of each there, I think will be pretty good. We do have a small chance on our kids' books, so we're going to put some of them in as well. I don't know if there'd be any in the castle ruins, but we'll give that a go anyway. Then we can drop in a few fact books in these smaller shelves, and then I think we'll go with a little bit of drama and a little bit of travel. And then we will fill up the last remaining shelf space with more crime and more fantasy. That takes us up to 72. I don't know what happened to my voice there. Small frog in my throat. And off we go to the castle ruins. Now, I'm in a bit of a funk with reading at the moment. I'm not reading as much as I like to, which is a big shame. But hopefully this will get me inspired and I'll want to pick up a book again. Now, it is cold here. We do need to be aware of that. What's going on here? They're just tired, not really saying or doing anything. And I don't know how crowded it is going to be here. I don't know if we're going to have a good day for sales or what really, because it is a winter, and I don't know if many people will be coming up to the castle ruins during winter, but who knows? It's quite nice here actually. But we are selling our first books, so that is good. We have Harper here. It is snowy, so we lose our plant effects, but we do get warming effects as well. They get a boost, so having that little thing in there will be really useful. Have to pick up a kid. You love animals, and you usually prefer factual books. However, niche books aren't usually your cup of tea, so you want a fact book that isn't niche. Well, I guess we want to go with something that is well known and a fact book. So what about... you love animals, so this could be tough because I don't think we have anything to do with animals here. Unless one of the travel books is, that could be worth looking at. That's about a sculptor. That is creatures of Japanese folklore. That could be a good one to go for if we don't happen to get anything else. An atlas of countries that don't exist. I think we need to take a risk with the Book of Yokai. Let's see what happens there. It doesn't work. Not a single... It's full of mythological creatures. Surely that's cool. Never mind. Well, animals, I guess, was the key word there, so that didn't work out well. Ooh, I think we're actually in trouble. Look. A nightmarish drawing. Oh, dear. Right. The kids' nightmares are fully manifesting as creepy drawings now. That's like stage 3 of 5 on the nightmare scale. Oh, dear. Well, you know... A few books, simple and innocuous. Right, okay, so to distract them from their monster obsession, help the pioneers learn about nature. Nice books about nature or animals. Right, so I guess that's our new task, is to get one of these lot interested in nature, which isn't going to happen today because I don't have any nature books, as I've already found out. Right, bring a book to school day. Give me something utterly scary. You like History of the Devil. Right, so a fantasy book, I guess, would be good, but it's got to be scary. We have some crime books as well that we can go with. The Witch Boy doesn't seem to be scary. What about through here? We have loads here. Red Dragon, The Dry, The Shadow of the Wind, Pallbearers Club, about vampires, The Lost Symbol, which is Dan Brown. Everyone in my family has killed someone. It's a mystery. The Last Story of Mina Lee. Okay, could be one. One of Us is Lying. Dreamer's Pool. There's a ghost in this house. Children's book. The Vanishing Stair. Death Note. The Surgeon. Okay, that could be a good one. Maybe we try that. What else have we got here? I want to read this, Babel, by R.F. Kang? I don't know. But yeah, it's on my Goodreads list. So I got totally sidetracked there. I think we're going to need to go with probably, where was it? The Surgeon. Let's see if this works. Not scary enough. Oh, I think we've looked out really today. We haven't had a good shift. What are we looking at in terms of our dates? Because we still want that tiny clock tower. But yeah, it looks like, what, we're 26, so we're not far off the end of the year. If we can make around about 600 in the next few days, but we do need, that means we need to get about 150 a day, so, and that means not buying anything. Right, you want a book about nature, you don't mind reading young adult fiction, anything like Hatchet. So Hatchet is about a boy in the Canadian wilderness who has to survive. Right, now I think I had something that involved a 13-year-old. There we go, The Witch Boy. Young adult. But you want nature. See, this is difficult because I don't actually have anything. We could try living in Alaska. Let's try that. Yeah, excellent. Right, our first recommendation that's actually gone well. And you want something for an essay, so I assume you want a fact book. You like classics, don't like poetry. I don't have any classics today, unfortunately. And you want to read a play. Well, that makes things difficult because I certainly didn't see any plays here. Let's have a quick look. None of this lot were plays, were they? Yeah, definitely not. Right, okay, fantasy. You want a play and you enjoy classics. Do I have a classic in this pile of books here? Let's have a look. 92 seems to be the earliest one. You wouldn't really call that a classic, would you? 1929, Father Brown, crime-solving priest. Okay. Potentially. It's not a play, but might be worth the risk, because I don't really have anything else that you would consider a classic. I mean, Picture of Dorian Gray is a classic. Let's give that a go. No, I don't have any theatre plays today, I'm afraid. I'm sold out of classics pretty much from spending so much time at the winter market. Well, it has not been the best of days here, but it is coming to an end. We will hopefully end on £400. We're at £399 now. We just need them to drop another book in there. There we go. Right, excellent. Well, that worked out okay. I think, is it worth coming back here? We've made 116, so we've got 492 to go. A bit more now that people are buying some more books, so it could be worth trying our luck here again tomorrow. They're still in there buying, so this is promising actually. If they keep stocking up on fantasy and crime novels, we should be okay. Right, I think we might do this. I think this might be a good way. She's still looking. Still looking. Go on, buy one more. Yes, excellent. And another. I'm not sure if they'll grab another one, but I mean, they haven't left yet, so that would be useful. Are they going to take another one? Shame I can't have like an inside top-down view of that while it's actually open. No, they are leaving, and we can end our day. So we finish on £423, which means we've made a profit of 131. That includes the fees that we've had to pay to come here. So perhaps we should come back here. So I don't think buying any new books is a good idea. We did sell a lot of crime and fantasy, but also we did manage to get a few fact books sold there as well. 2 kids' books. We should probably put in a few classics just in case. But I think we come back to the castle ruins today and just continue chipping away. Right, let's put another couple of kids' books in here. Then I'll add in a drama there. We will put in some more fact books just to stock that shelf up again. I will take out the travel and we'll put in a very small number of classics just in case. Then we'll come back and fill up with fantasy. Oh, it's not. It's a split for that, isn't it? Fantasy all the way along here. Crime on the top. And then crime there. Right, great. Let's go and see what happens. Did I just take out all of the fact books? I can't remember. But we'll open up and we'll see what happens. I feel like I have taken out all... No, we don't. We still have the 8. It's the travel that I took out, so that's fine. We might shift some classics today. £380 in the bank. Let's get started. So hopefully this time we'll be able to continue on here and make a little bit more money. I'd like to get over the 500 mark today. That will then leave me with 400 to get. But actually, it's all about making sure that we're just continuing to sell. Right, a recommendation here. What do you want? Nature. It's got to be like the ugly duckling. Right, let's have a look at our kids' books. We've got some garden verses there. We've got the Never-Ending Story, which isn't about nature, I guess. It's a fantasy world. The Lorax, again, is fantasy. A Monster Calls is about monsters. The Happy Prince is not nature. The Little Peppers is about children growing up, and Matilda is about a young girl growing up. Right, this is not great. A book about nature that is like, oh, nature, Encyclopedia of Discovery. Here you go. Please work. It works. Wonderful. That was a good one. Excellent. Right, so coffee machine is still cooling down. We're at 394. And that is ticking up quite nicely, especially now that we've succeeded in getting one of our recommendations off. And another recommendation here. What would you like? Nature again. A young adult novel. Right, okay, you like young adult and you also like nature. Right, do we have anything to do with nature here? The library book, Dictionary of the English Language, Book of Yokai again, East of Eden, Orlando, A Man for All Seasons. Right, okay, none of them particularly good, although Living in Alaska could do a good job for us here with nature. Do we have anything that's specifically young adult? Let's have a look at that. Not the Silmarillion, The Messenger, Homestuck, Book 1. 2 acts of a niche webcomic. Story about kids playing a video game that triggers the end of the world. Okay. Could be worth doing. Oh, we've got another Lord of the Rings there. War of the Worlds, If the Stars Are Lit, Anathem, Babel, The Last Wish from the Witcher series, Fruits Basket, a manga. It's not a young adult novel though. Redwall. Oh, Redwall by Brian Jacks. What a great, great book that was. I think we might have to go with Living in Alaska because it's nature. There we go. Nice. Got it. Perfect. Hi, did you know it's Uncle Klaus's birthday today? What do you think of my gift? I got him this rock I found in Castle Forest. Mum says Uncle Klaus loves medieval stuff, so I looked up there to find an old sword or maybe a helmet. And who knows how old this rock is? It could have been there since medieval times, right? Oh, what if it was shot there at a trebuchet in one of the old battles? Yep, Uncle Klaus is going to love that. Well, that's nice. Oh, we've actually got 3 out of 5 of those recommendations done, so we're close to getting another sticker. Don't quite think we are past the midday point yet either, so that is really good. Another year, another birthday for Klaus. Can't wait to turn old and grey. Then my age will finally match my personality. I hear you, Klaus. I hope work has been fun for you. If you ever get bored, you're always welcome to drop by band practice. Okay, well, yeah, I'm still doing the mascot murder. We will get back to that at some point. Well, you know, we just need to see what happens with that one. So we're at 492. We're going to break the 500 barrier easily. Right. Another one about nature. Now, we are kind of running out of them, really. Orlando. It's History. The Seagull by Chekhov is there. We've got to play now. Dictionary of the English Language does not work. Underworld, sci-fi, kids' books. Child's Garden of Verses, 66 poems for imaginative children. Right, okay. Oh, you could always go for a comic. Now, I do have comics somewhere. Fruits Basket, there you go. Have a manga. Perfect. That worked out well. Good. Right, £507 in the bank. We are going very quickly now. Right, Klaus, Romans, Vikings, wants history, doesn't want a self-help book. Okay, so history. We don't really have anything historical now. I mean, we could go with East of Eden, but it's not Knights, Romans, and Vikings for sure. What else could we have a look at here? War of the Worlds, Anathem. None of these are actually... we could go with The Witcher. Or we could try them on like Lord of the Rings or something, because while they are fantasy, it almost fits that historical setting. I don't think we're going to get away with any crime here unless there's something really like old school. But again, no. Ooh, interesting. Oh, that sounds good. By J.J. Abrams as well. Interesting. I actually did finish reading a book called Strange Houses by Uketsu, who's kind of like a internet personality. It kind of blew up on YouTube and stuff. So that was really interesting. I'll have to talk more about that another time. But yeah, let's recommend Fellowship of the Ring. No. Oh, well. What do you mean it's not historically accurate? Lord of the Rings happened, didn't it? Well, we did sell all of our kids' books today, which is great. And we are at £549, so it's starting to look a little bit more achievable. Right, where's that Chekhov play? You want to play? There you go. Perfect. Let's get the coffee machine going again. £560 in the bank. We only need £340 in the next few days to get our remaining money for that clock tower. And we have made £186 today. So the setup today went really, really well. And again, the thing is, it's very random, the books that you do get, you know? So that's what we do need to be aware of. We might have bad days, we might have good days. It would be nice to be able to kind of see like a full inventory so that we can pick and choose what we get. But I've just also got an achievement for selling 20 fantasy books in a single day, and we have made £195. So we now only need £375 to make it to our clock tower. But time is running out. Oh, it's New Year's Eve. I didn't realise. Ah, well, doesn't look like we're getting the clock tower then, because that will run out. What a shame. Well, that's disappointing. We might as well just see what we can get to stock up then. Or we go to the Waterfront Fish Market for New Year's Eve. Let's do that. Let's head off to the Winter Market. It is New Year's Eve. I better redecorate. So let's switch on over to, if I go here and go to my presets, we take the Festive Classic one, load that in. Then we'll come out and stock up our books. Hang on a minute. Something's missing. Where's my big shelf gone? Ah, right. Okay, let's put this in here. Then we move that along and then get my new shelf. I need to update this blueprint then. There we go. And then we'll go to our preset and we will save. There we go. Right. Back out here. Let's stock up our shelves. Right. So we don't really have any classic books unless we quickly buy some here. That gives us 4 and that gives us 8. So that takes us up to 20. Let's stick the classics in right the way along there and then all of the rest of them there. We'll add in some drama and we'll stick in fact books in these little cubby holes here. We're not getting boosts to crime, fantasy, kids books or travel. Well, we are getting a little one for travel. So let's put in 6 travel books. Let's go with, we'll stock up the 8 kids books there. We'll put in a few fantasies. And the rest on crime, I guess. Oops. Add in that fact book back. Put 1 more fantasy in. Okay, off to the Winter Market for New Year's Eve. What a shame we're not going to get that clock tower. We'll have to wait a whole year for it, I think. Big shame. But here we go. It is New Year's Eve. And our first half a year, I think we came midway through the year, so I mean, unless we ought to get, I don't know if they'll immediately change. So it could be worth just double checking on that. So yeah, we'll have to be very, very mindful of what could come today. What a year. I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. Do you have any? I want to make this place my home. Oh, well, I'm very glad. Fireworks later on. So nice way to end off the year. But we can't end the year on strong footing unless we sell some books today. Last day of the year, did you have an exciting year? Mine was interesting. My research for the paper got me into some pretty interesting places, and I even uncovered a minor scandal involving the old canning factory. So I'm trying hard not to wish for bad things to happen next year, just because they would make for good articles. Okay, well, this is the point where they all come in and give me their New Year's resolutions, isn't it? Another year in the books, a very good year for business at the Liberté, but of course spring comes with its own to-do list, does it not? Have you handed in your tax declaration yet? Well, it's about time. Well, now's not the time. I'll see you at midnight for the New Year's celebrations. Right, Klaus, you want a book? It's probably going to be a fact book. Yes, right, architecture. You really like architecture, right? Okay, Frank Lloyd Wright. There we go. Architecture enjoyers. Perfect. Good. Right, that was a decent start. Let's get that coffee machine back on. I mean, surely we're going to sell a lot today. It's just kind of written in the cards, written in the stars, really. We know how this one works. We know how to maximize our profits here. We're already topping out on 100. I don't know if we'll make enough money to be able to get that, though, which is a big shame. Looking at the tiny clock tower there, 900. That's going to cost. So nothing we can really do. So, dear, I'm home. I've officially moved everything out of my hospital room. I'm mostly happy to sleep in my own bed again, but my time at the hospital wasn't half bad. My caregivers were all very competent and kind, and it was wonderful to have some assistance getting back on my feet. Well, I'm very happy. Good, Tilda. I'm glad to see you back. At least you finally got to the winter market. We did indeed make some good memories over the last few months, and there is a lot to do and a lot to talk about. I am looking forward to the New Year's Eve celebrations. Oh, keeping the stall open until midnight, Moira. Excellent. Well, that's nice to know. Oh, yes. Oh, God, another one. What did you even do this week? Well, you were at university, so you had a lot to do. Exactly. Well done. And finally, a recommendation for books. I can actually get some work done. Right, less than 700 pages, and you want something crime-related. Right, so, yeah, we could go with Silence of the Lambs. But you want romance. Ah. Romance. Romance with less than 700 pages. Right, okay. Let's see if we can find Milk and Honey. Could be worth going for. Let's go with Milk and Honey. Yes. Excellent. Right. Okay. It's looking pretty good. £141 in the bank already. And here comes Tilda. Right. You want crime novel, but you want female penned literature. Well, that's Lemony Snicket and Stephen King, right? So we don't have... Okay, let's have a look. Janice Hadlow, the other Bennett sister. It's not a crime novel. That is also... Oh, it's a play, right? I don't think we'll go with that, just in case. What about classics? Classics often do have... Well, we can find a bit of crime in here. I don't think we're going to... See, this would be good, but Sinclair Lewis, I don't know. I assume. Okay, right. Nah, that's not going to work. We'll have to try something written by a woman that is a drama. Let's try... I guess we could try the other Bennett sister, or... Hang on. Let's have a look. Coming of age novel. Let's go with the other Bennett sister. It's female pen literature. Yeah, no crime. Sorry, Tilda. Sold out. You should have got here earlier. Got to get that hip working, eh? God. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's buy something to drink here from Moira. There we go. Well, not something to drink. We'll buy some roasted almonds instead. Okay, good. Right. We can definitely crack the £200 mark here. We've still got quite a bit to sell, so I'm pretty confident. You want romance, right? Great. You want a classic and a female author and a love story. Right, okay, this is going to be tough. Well, what about here? It's not a classic, though. It is a romance. It is female authors. Let's try it. It's not a classic, but yes, we get it. Good, excellent. £200 and another recommendation coming in. Moonwalking with Einstein. You want life advice, right? I don't think I have any fact books left. I've only got classics and drama, unfortunately, and kids books. But I don't imagine these are going to have anything like advisory for you. Okay, let's have a look. That's a love story. What classics do we have? Poetry by Emily Dickinson. Let's try that. Nah. Well, you know, poetry can be helpful. You just don't have an open enough mind for it, do you? That's your issue. Right, oh God, more recommendations. They're flying in. Right. You want to work on yourself, but you don't want to read anything under 450 pages. None of that helps. You want a self-help book. I don't have self-help books. I'm sold out. You shouldn't be reading self-help books anyway. Let's try this. You can use it to help yourself learn how to read better. Right. You want a classic and a fantasy novel. You don't mind if it's a little outdated. Right, okay. Classic, it's not fantasy, it's a science fiction. Let's try this. Done. Excellent. That is a good pickup. Right, okay. You want a quick read? Let's go. Now, I forgot. I kind of need to let that wind down as much as possible while I have recommendations on. You want a book from a series and you want a bit of a fright. Now, I don't think, unless I give you The Sisters Grimm, let's try that. No, I don't have any scary books left. Well, that's okay. Oh, can they not just let me take out a small loan? Tilda, do you fancy lending me a bit of cash? We've just come up short, but we had to get the shelves. Like, really, they were the best thing that we could have possibly picked up because it allows us to have so much more variation in what we sell. And we make a lot more money per day because our stocks are higher and we can have more of a variation. So we're going to close up and it is New Year's Eve. So we're going to get some fireworks on the go. Nice. Right. Grab our mugs. It's almost time. Yep. 7. Oh, we're doing a countdown for the new year. Well, we're just going to let them do this and I'm going to talk over it. Kind of spoiling the surprise. 2, 1. Happy New Year, everybody. And that is our first year or half a year in Tiny Bookshop. I've really liked being here in Buxtonbury. So, oh God, right, we've got something. I'll come back to that. We've got to get ASMR-y. The soft sounds of the distant bells, the steaming drink in your hand, and the company of your friends fill you with warmth. Relief and certainty washes over you. The darkest time of the year lies behind you. Perhaps with a tinge of sadness, you can feel the snow melting already. That ended very abruptly. Right, yeah, we are now in spring. We have vanilla paint and we have a tall cactus. That is disappointing. Semester break ends. It's also Mega Savings Day. So I guess more people are coming back to Buxtonbury University. Far Beach is now open again for us so we can tackle some more extra stuff down there and get some of those stickers filled. But we made £162 in our last day of winter. We have a lot of money in our pocket now. But unfortunately, we miss out on the clock tower. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's Cozy Sunday in Tiny Bookshop, and I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.